tjae or tjae, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, has asked my spirituality. What is my spirituality, my spiritual background? Well, my family is Judeo-Christian, but I was never taken to church when I was young, and I grew up as an atheist, basically. Though my mother and father both felt spiritual and somewhat Christian. When I was young, they were not very active in that. I um, I did do Bible study in high school. I was already an atheist, but I had Christian friends, and so we did some Bible study. I took history of religions in college. I've always been very interested in religions, and sort of pan-religious interests have always I've always had interest in collecting information about various religions and aspects of their philosophy. My grandmothers were both somewhat New Age in their perspectives, and believed in things like reincarnation and stuff like that. Thinking about that influenced me. I've never believed in any particular spirituality other than as with a sort of a what if kind of attitude. And my own spirituality is like this. I believe that we have a spiritual urge in our body that's just as biological as lust and hunger and other urges given to us by the DNA. And I believe we have that urge for a specific survival reason, just like lust. Just like lust leads us to procreate so that we can procreate. I believe our spiritual urges connect us with history. We as a species have been looking at the stars and wondering about our connection to us and the other animals in the jungle for millions of years, but we're just short-lived individuals. And so just like the individual can't be relied on wanting to continue procreation just because of some logical reason, and it's given these emotional reasons like urges, lustful urges, we have spiritual urges that remind us to reconnect us with this knowledge that we have that we are part of the biosphere, we're part of the planet, part of the cosmos. And the spiritual urges push us to speed up what would not be as quick for an individual just naturally, speed up realizations of how our survival is connected to the survival of everything. So I believe spirituality really is this aspect of humanity in which we discover our connections and our interconnections with everything in our environment around us, and how our environment is not just our environment, but it is also part of our identity, that we are a part of our environment. So we have these identities on higher scales. And that leads to lots of actions that we consider moral and spiritually positive actions, doing things for others, being compassionate, doing things that on the short term might not look like they have self-interest and survival as their motivation, but through spirituality and through our spiritual selves, we see that they are to our personal benefit. And so that describes in a nutshell my spirituality.